26th. How do we start this? I had a dream. I guess I should start there before I forget it. Oh, I probably already did forget parts of it. The clouds look so pretty outside. After it rains, it looks nice outside. Stay focused. I had a dream about him. The setting, there was this feeling like I wasn't good enough for him. That's what it felt like. There was this, like he was doing his thing. I don't know why I was there. But it was like his family was, but it wasn't his family. That's the thing. Like it wasn't his family. It was like, I don't know who it was, but it was like people from the town or something. But there was this feeling like I was being tested. And there's this feeling that I wasn't good enough. And I remember I had to draw. I had to draw. There was like a blueprints and I had to draw something, and mine was coming out a little different. And there was just this element, like this lady from the town that was just like, it was weird. It was weird. It was just weird. And I remember like wondering, like, why are you in my dream? And why am I having to do this? So that was interesting. Because I didn't expect to dream of him again. And then it shifted and it was the same like town, a different part of town. And there's this element of like, I'm a student, but it was like an older town, like, I mean, there was a dirt road. I remember the dirt road. And I remember there were 3 scenes. I don't remember. One of them was I was a student, but I was a boy. Like I remember I was a boy. And because it was an all-boys school. And there were like the elder, what are they called? Something masters, what are they called? Like the old way they would, something masters, what's the word? But they're the older teachers, right? There's a specific word and it ends with masters. I don't know what it's called, but that, something master, headmasters, the headmasters, something like that. I don't know if that's something like that, like the headmasters were there. They were older men. But I was surrounded by boys, and we all had uniforms. So there's that. Then the other scene, I'm with my ex. And one of my clients is there with her husband. But her husband's mad at me. Her husband is mad at me for whatever reason, is mad at me. And I know the connection, there's a theme. I mean, I have a lot of clients with a similar theme. But there's a theme of infidelity and like secrets coming out. And so it's just really interesting because my ex is there and we're waiting for them to give us the answer to something that my ex was going to help do. Like it had to do with a carpet or something house related. And I don't know why I was there. So anyways, he was just upset at me. But I've never like it's just the weirdest dream. But he was upset. He was upset at me. And there was this element of like revenge. There was this element of revenge towards me. She's trying to get revenge towards me. There's like they were trying to something like that. And my client was trying to help to prevent something from happening. Like, it was just the weirdest thing. And then and I even remember thinking I need to remove myself from this situation because it's too much going. I'm like, yeah. So that happened, and then there was another element of like trying to run away. An explosion. There was an explosion. There was a purposeful explosion. They were trying to bring something down. There was a purposeful explosion. And I'm just seeing things unfolding. So what happened yesterday? To see if there's anything in like connection to it. What happened yesterday? I mean, I didn't see any clients. One. I spent most of the day with family. I took a nap in the middle of the day, like a 2-3 hour nap, which I hate. I don't like taking naps in the middle of the day, but because I went to bed late, and I woke up early, I was really struggling. And I started when I stay up late and I'm trying to stay up, I tend to eat more. And I noticed that I was eating more, and I'm like, okay, I need to stop and go take a nap. And so I did, and a lot happened. Like my sister came, so I didn't even see my sister, and they were kind of upset that I took a nap. But so I took a nap. I woke up. My mom was still here. My mom came yesterday, so that was nice. She's still here. So I've been just preoccupied with the family, with the kids, right? So I'm not really like paying attention to my phone a lot. And I saw that he had text. He sent a message. Just Merry Christmas, right? And I had been meaning to text back, but I got distracted with the kids. And then we started having a movie night. So we saw Encanto, the new Disney movie. Encanto. Yeah, Encanto. And never seen it before. Oh my gosh, such a beautiful. I mean, there's so many themes there. So many themes, right? About she did have a special gift. They just don't highlight it. It's just not the same as the other gifts, right? Her gift was just different. And there's bravery involved. There's stepping into the unknown. She was stepping into the unknown, and then putting all the puzzle pieces together, right? Like totally, right? I could relate to, right? My mom was watching it too. And so I was all into it. I was just like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? And my niece had already seen it. She's like, I'm not going to tell you. Beautiful movie. And this whole element of death, right? This house, the old way of operating needed to fall. It needed to die, right? It needed to fall apart, to break, in order for it to be rebuilt in a different way, right? Taking into consideration the need for balance, right? The need for balance, right? The older one of the sisters or the cousins that had like the strength or whatever, she needed to balance herself out, right? Rest, and then you get your strength. the other girl was too perfect, right? She needed to let go and have fun and not do things. She was gonna marry that guy, not even want to, like, so there's all these like themes about balance, walking into the unknown, fearing of having only a negative perspective about things, right? And how that, when you hold on too tight to an old way of doing, that could be your own demise, right? It'll fall apart purposefully, blow up in your face. So anyways, beautiful story. After that movie ended, I was like, okay, I'm gonna, we were all hanging out in the living room, and I had my niece next to me, and so I was like, I'm gonna send him a message now that, kind of toned down a little bit. So he sent me a Bitmoji, so I decided to like look at mine. I'm like, oh, I haven't changed mine in a while. So I was changing mine, then my niece, she's just like, what are you doing, Nina? I was like, oh, just fixing myself to make it look like me. She's like, that one doesn't look like you. So she's helping me change my hair, really, so that it mimics how I look. And then she's like, what are you gonna do next? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pick something to send to someone. She's like, can I help you? I said, sure. So she's helping me pick, right? She's like, oh, how about send him this one, send your friend this. I'm like, okay. And so as she's scrolling through it, and I happen to look up. So my sister-in-law ended up picking another small short film, and she had been doing that. So they were short films. Like there's one about like robots or something. I don't know. But the moment that I'm getting ready to like send him the message, I look up and I'm like, and I'm like, is that Salvador Dali? I'm like, that looks like Salvador Dali's work. And on TV, and then my sister-in-law, she's like, yeah, it is. And I'm like, Mom, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, it is. What? Why? Why is it up there? Why am I seeing Salvador Dali's work? And then she's like, oh, because she's like, listen to the words, listen to the song. And I'm like, trying to listen. I'm like, I can't pick it up. And, and I'm, hard of hearing on one ear, and so I can't pick it up. And then it's talking about destiny. This is the scene that I'm paying attention to. It's the two people that are trying to come together, and there's inner what is it? It's being intervened, like all these interventions between where they're not getting to each other. And I guess it's called Destino. I've never seen it before. And I'm just like, oh my god, kind of like taken aback by it, like not in that whoa, like I've been doing, but just more of just like, what are the chances? And she's like, why? And so I told her, I'm like, don't you know the connection of Salvador? She's like, no, she doesn't watch my videos. She doesn't watch my videos because she has 3 littles, and we have children. It's busy, so she doesn't watch my videos. So I update her and I tell her, when I get a chance to connect with her, I update her. So I share with her the Salvador Dali connection about me walking out with a painting. A complete stranger happened to be walking down the street at the same time as I'm exiting the shop, and he looks at the painting that I bought, and he's like, that's a great painting. It looks like Salvador Dali's work. And I'm sharing this with my sister-in-law. She's like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And then I mentioned the other Salvador Dali connection when I moved. And then I'm like, what are the chances that you decide to put that on as I'm getting ready to send him a message? So, anyways, I thought that was funny. Peculiar funny. Yeah. So, anyways, I just wanted to document that. I had a dream. So that could be why I had the dream about him. I don't know. It was an interesting dream. And when I woke up the first time, I was trying to remember it, but I was so exhausted. Like, I was still so exhausted. And I went back, like I was in and out of sleep for a few hours before I finally got up. And then I was like, oh dang, I need to get ready because I had a client and I have one more and then I'm done. I'm gonna go buy tamales. We don't usually eat tamales. And I think once my aunt made them, my grandma and my grandma was still alive. She made them, but they do them very like con trigo, like it's healthy version. So it's not the greasy, yummy version. So we were just reminiscing, and my mom said that there used to be a place there still is, the place in East LA, and now it got really big, she said. And she's like, I haven't had those in years. I said, oh, I'll go buy some. I'll go buy some for everybody today. So after this client, I'm gonna order some and go to East LA and pick them up. It'll be nice to drive again, just for a little bit. And then I'm gonna go see my dad all day tomorrow, spend the day with him, see how he's doing with his health. And then I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then I'll have Friday and Saturday off. My sister's coming Thursday night, but I'm like, I'm working until like 9. So I was thinking of either going the next day. Yeah, going the next day, the 31st, to spend with my sister, since I haven't seen her. And then I'm gonna try to go to TJ, because it didn't work out for yesterday. So I'm gonna go to TJ on the 1st, hopefully, and see my aunt. And then I have a few more clients Sunday, and I'll probably drive back home on Sunday. Get myself situated, so it'll be a really quick. It's gonna fly by this week. It's gonna fly by. But it's nice to be here. It's nice to see the kids and the family. So yeah. Alright, that was all. You can log on. Hi, my name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us, in whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth. This just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at, inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me.